This video is presented to you in an audiobook format. I took reference from my own diary, which I nicknamed Confessions. It contains some of my most frightening, valuable, and precious realizations from working in hospital corridors. The final lesson in this audiobook is the most important one in my opinion. I am a 21-year-old medical intern at AIIMS Delhi. Over the past month, I have spent countless hours working in the emergency department, and in that short period of time, I have seen enough to be reminded of something most of us prefer to forget: how quickly life can change. Not in years, not in months, sometimes in minutes. I used to think I would share my life's lessons as an audiobook when I was 70 or 80 years old. After all, that seemed like age. 80s is the age when people finally look back and understand what truly mattered. Then I started working in the emergency department and I realized something. There is no guarantee I will survive until 80 years old. In fact, there is no guarantee I will survive until tomorrow. None of us have that guarantee. That is why I am making this audiobook today. And while medicine teaches you how the human body works, the emergency department teaches you something much deeper. Emergency department teaches you how fragile life is, how precious it is, and how unpredictable life can be. And there are lessons I wish someone had told me much before I have experienced them myself. Lesson 1. Stay grateful. You are far more blessed than you think. I know your life may be full of problems. Everyone has problems. Some people are worried about exams, some about relationships, some about money, some about their future, and those worries are real. But after spending time in the hospitals, I have seen something that changed my perspective. I have seen people who would give away everything they own just to return the ordinary life they once complained about, to walk normally again, to breathe comfortably again, to spend one more healthy day with their family. There are people sitting in prison cells wishing for freedom. There are children growing up in war zones wishing for peace and security. And many of them would gladly exchange their life for yours. And you would never want to exchange your life for theirs. That does not mean your problems are not real. It simply means there is almost always something to be grateful for in your life. Sometimes gratitude is not about having everything. Sometimes it is about realizing how much you already have. Lesson 2. Do not take the people who love you for granted. I hate to break this to you, but the people you love are not immortal. One day there will be a last conversation, a last hug, a last family dinner, a last phone call. And the frightening thing is that most of the time you will not know it is the last one when it happens. We live as though we have unlimited time, but we do not. Something else I have noticed is that many people spend hours every day on social media, scrolling, liking, sharing, talking to the people they barely know. Meanwhile, the people who genuinely love them are sitting in the next room. Trust me when I say this, hospital corridors have a way of teaching you who truly matters and what really matters. If you ever find yourself seriously ill in a hospital bed, your mother may stay beside you for days, months, or even years. Your father may sacrifice everything he earned in his life for your treatment. Your family may lose sleep worrying about you. But many of the people occupying your social media feed today may not even remember to send you a message. Never take the people who truly love you for granted. Lesson 3. Invest heavily in your communication skills. People judge you far more through your communication than through your appearance. I experienced it firsthand. And people evaluate you not only by what you know, but by how clearly you can express it, by how respectfully you speak, and by how attentively you listen. Working in a hospital has reminded me of something. Communication is not just about sounding smart and intelligent. I've seen patients struggle to explain what they are feeling. I've seen families misunderstand the important information. I've seen fear, confusion, and frustration arise simply because people could not communicate effectively. Good communication can open the doors that intelligence alone cannot. It can help you build friendships, strengthen relationships, earn trust, resolve conflicts, and create opportunities. Learn how to speak and learn how to listen. Yes, listening itself is also an important part of communication, and speaking and listening both will change your life. Lesson 4. Avoid unnecessary fights, especially with strangers. I have my own reasons for saying this. If you lose, you may end up in trauma center. If you win, you may end up in a police station. And sometimes, even if you walk away unharmed, the consequences may follow you for years. Most fights are not worth winning. In fact, the most fights are not even worth fighting. A few seconds of anger can create problems that last decades. Sometimes the strongest thing you can do is walk away. Not every insult deserves a response. Not every challenge deserves a reaction. Protect your mental peace and energy. Lesson number 5. Do not start drinking or doing drugs at an young age. One of the most dangerous things about harmful habits is the consequences rarely appear immediately. If they did, nobody would continue them. The damage often accumulates silently, year after year, until one day it becomes impossible to ignore and avoid. Many people think they are in control until one day they realize the habit is controlling them. The years when you are building your career, starting a family, pursuing your dreams, and creating stability in your life. And these are the exact years when you need your mind and body functioning at their best. Choose carefully. Do not do drugs, please. Because your future is built by the decisions you make today. Lesson 6. Health is one of the greatest blessings you will ever receive. There is an old saying, a healthy person has 1,000 wishes and a sick person has only one, to become healthy again. When you are healthy, it is easy to take your body for granted. But spend enough time in a hospital and you begin to understand something. Health is not guaranteed. Health is a gift. It's a responsibility and a privilege. I have seen people who would trade every possession they own just to breathe without difficulty, to walk without pain, to sleep peacefully, to feel normal again. The ability to walk, to breathe comfortably, to eat without any pain, to sleep peacefully, these things feel ordinary until they are taken away from you. Take care of your body. One day it will determine how much of life you are able to enjoy. Lesson 7. Be careful with your food choices. For most of the human history, starvation was one of the humanity's greatest threats. Today, in many parts of the world, poor food choices and unhealthy lifestyles have become a much bigger problem. Many diseases do not arrive suddenly, they arrive quietly. One unhealthy meal does not destroy your health, just as one healthy meal does not save it. But years of small decisions eventually become visible. Your future health is often hidden inside your daily habits. The earlier you understand the importance of nutrition, exercise, and moderation, the more grateful your future self will be. Your body remembers the choices you make every day, even when you do not. Lesson 8. Be humble before nature humbles you. Human beings often behave as though they are invincible. We become proud of our achievements, our status, our wealth, our academics, our accomplishments. But all it takes is one road traffic accident, one infection, one injury to the back of head, one unexpected event, and everything can change. Sometimes the line between life and death is far thinner than we imagine. The emergency department reminds you that every single day when that line is crossed, none of your achievements can protect us, and honestly, our achievements mean nothing. Life is temporary. Remembering the fact can make us wiser, kinder, more patient, and more humble. Lesson 9, and perhaps this is the most important lesson in this audiobook. Respect your mother. Your mother may not be a perfect human being. No one is perfect. But if there is one person who deserves a special place in your heart, it is your mother. To understand why, you first have to understand what it takes to become a mother. I do not think I fully understood it myself until I witnessed deliveries in the labor room. Trust me when I say this, your mother suffered long before you were born. She endured years of menstrual pain, period cramps, and discomfort that many people around her may have never fully understood. Then came pregnancy, months of physical discomfort and mental uncertainty, sleepless nights, and then finally labor. After witnessing childbirth myself, I can tell you something. Bringing a child into the world is not a small or easy act. It is one of the greatest sacrifices a human being can make. And even after delivery, the sacrifices continue. Breastfeeding an infant who cannot speak back. Waking up in middle of night when the child is crying. Giving up her sleep and comfort for sake of the child. Some mothers give up career opportunities, some give up academic opportunities, and some give up their personal ambitions for sake of family. And countless things that nobody notices. Many mothers spend years putting their children before themselves. Not because children forced them to, but simply because they love their children. Your mother may not have given you everything you wanted and wished for, but she gave you more than what any person in the planet has ever gave you. That makes her most deserving of your respect, attention, money, and love. And honestly, no matter how successful you become, you can never fully repay what she has done for you. Realize that before old age teaches you the same lesson. Last lesson. Use your time carefully. If there is one thing I noticed working in the emergency department, it is this. Free time is something most people badly want, but funny part is most people are very good at wasting their precious time. Life is a very complex physiological phenomenon. It is very short, fragile, and most importantly, with our current understanding of medical sciences, we cannot get back a dead person alive. So next time you see someone, realize there is a possibility that might be the last time you are seeing them.